Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is another episode of From Christianity to Islam, and today I'm joined by Abdullah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So inshallah we'll get right into it, and I want you to just tell us in brief words just about a little bit about your background and where do you come from, and what was your faith before. Obviously we're talking about from Christianity to Islam, but just give us a background. What denomination, what did you do as a Christian, and where were you brought up, and so on.
Alhamdulillah. We really tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala plenty thank you. Whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide, no one will lead him astray. And whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lead astray, no one will guide him to the right path. So alhamdulillah, I was a Christian by faith. My whole family, we're all practicing Christian, we go to church, we take part in whatever activities they have in the church. We're very, very committed, alhamdulillah, even though we were making a big mistake, but we believe indeed that there is a God. We wasn't an atheist.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can say alhamdulillah for that, because
yes.
some people,
They don't even have that.
Of course. And there's a very similarity, a very close relation between Christianity and Islam. We respect it and we say that it's people of the book and they receive the message. But there's some issues there that you're going to tell us about later.
No.
Go ahead. So where were you brought up? In which country?
I'm from Sierra Leone, from West Africa.
Okay. I mean, how are things there? Like, how would you describe, like what kind of environment you grew up, other than religious?
Well, Africa is another planet. Africa is a very, very, very difficult, I wouldn't say difficult, but way of living. It's a different way of living, because of poverty.
Right.
People tend to do stupid things in order for them to survive.
Right. So desperate measures call for desperate actions sometimes.
Yeah.
How about we know Africa these days is a territory for a lot of missionary activities. Did you see a lot of missionary work, Christian missionary work, Muslim, what did you see in terms of that?
To be honest, this is a very good question you have asked, actually. Because Africans, most of the Africans, they became a religion country because of this Christian missionary. Because they came into Africa, and Africa was really, really desperate. The people of Africa, they really, really need. So they are coming with coming with good food, clothing,
right.
all these things, building school, wells, helping.
Right, helping. Which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing. At that time, Islam, we didn't hear anything about Islam at that time.
Right.
So although Islam was there before,
right.
if you go back to history, to the untold history,
right.
I believe Islam was there before. But because of Islam doesn't do, that much, to meet what the people needs.
Right. So it's basically a reminder for the Muslims that they should be acting more than, It seems like today is just a matter of, Muslims that don't, I'm not saying all of them, many do care. I think they should step up these actions, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Because people really will go for those who just come and give you food and help, right? They'll be, you'll fall in love with these people, Someone who helps you, right? You cannot. Okay, Abdullah, tell us about your journey to Islam. When did it start? How did it start? What made you, go from, Christianity to Islam?
As I started myself, whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide, no one will lead him astray. And whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lead astray, no one will guide him. Alhamdulillah, when I became a Muslim, what I can say, Allah knows best. But I can give you just a brief, right? But all, as I said, it was in the hand of Allah. Right. It's not man. It's not somebody who's going to make somebody to become and so and so. It's all in the hands of the decree. It's the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So alhamdulillah, as I said before, I was a Christian. I always seeking for, I want to be with God.
Right. You love God.
I love God. I know indeed there is judgment day.
Right.
And then, of course, although I've already got my salvation, because believing in Jesus,
Right.
that Jesus Christ died for the sin, and Jesus is God, and Jesus is the Son of God.
Right.
You know, this was enough for me, actually,
Right.
because I know I believe in this.
Right.
But when I moved over to this Islamic country,
Right.
to United Arab Emirates, I've been here up to 6 years. I've been watching Muslims every Friday, they praying 5 times a day. I start asking my question. You know that I was going to church as well here. I start asking myself the question, why are they people praying 5 times a day? And then I'm saying that I love God, but I'm only praying one time a day.
Right.
One time that is Friday, and even sometimes I have to miss.
Right. Right.
Yes, I have to miss that.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure what was really all this about.
Right.
So I decided to.
And you're speaking here about the mandatory prayers, like going to church and and then the 5 mandatory prayers, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the different. Yeah, like the
Difference,
Muslims
right.
are praying 5 times a day.
Right.
I see them praying 5 times a day.
Right.
And then for me, I always go to church 1 time a week.
Once a week. Or
Once a
whatever,
week,
how many
yeah.
services there, right? Some people twice or 3 times, right?
And then I said to myself, I'm claiming that I love God.
Right.
So this is what
Kind of
pushing me,
Pushed you, okay.
pushing me to go more into deeply, to know the truth.
right. Now, how did you come to know more about Islam? Who told you about Islam? Who told you, that this is what Islam is? Okay, you got the prayers, you liked the idea that, okay, look, these people are praying more. But who told you more about Islam?
That's a good question. To be honest, as I said, whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide, He has got the best guidance. I would say it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who gave me hidayat. No one told me about Islam.
No one actually came and sat down with
No
you.
one actually come to
You
me
just found it.
yeah, because as I said to you, I love God, I know.
Yes. It was just from you.
Yes, I know there's a judgment day, and then I'm claiming I love God.
Right.
I'm claiming I want to be in paradise. And when I see these people praying 5 times a day, and compared to myself, I said no. I said that if these people, if they are praying to the right God, I said, and then that God, it won't be partial, to admit these people first into that paradise
Right.
before us.
Right.
I said, so before that happen now, I got a chance, I have to find out what it's all about. So this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me that stepping stone, to find out more about this thing, about Islam.
How about the difference in theology? Like the Son of God who died for sins, who's also God, versus the one and only God. What do you think about them?
But when I decided to go deeply, because I said, okay, I should know about what these people are, why are they praying 5 times a day? And to whom are they praying to?
Right, so who is this God that they're praying
Yes,
to?
who is God they are praying to? I don't know what to do actually. But one day I was in my flat, so I'm tired of reading books, and I decided to work. I have a TV. I have this Christian TV.
Right.
So yeah, I go to my TV. So I was looking at the channels, and then I saw peace. I saw peace for humanity. I said, oops. And then I decided to watch that channel for a bit.
Right.
And then at that same moment, there was a debate going on. There was a debate going on between Christianity and Islam.
Right.
And the scholar for the Islam was Dr. Zakir Naik. So I didn't believe it at the first time. So I grabbed a cup of tea, and then I sat down to watch this thing. I was there, I started, and the Christian came, and then he spoke about the cross. It didn't move me. I went Dr. Zekina, he came, he started going into the Bibles. He started taking this chapter, that chapter, this chapter, that chapter.
Right.
So that's when I have my pen, I started writing down
Right.
everything.
You didn't just believe it. You actually
Yes.
went and checked it.
Yes. So I was, yeah.
Which everyone
know
should
that,
do.
Not that I don't believe it.
Right. Because
I
you
do
wanted to
believe
check.
it. I want to check it out.
Yeah,
Yes.
you do. You should.
Yeah.
Everyone should check.
So I want to check it out.
Right.
So I take everything down.
Right.
He said. Then I went to a church. I didn't even have a Bible that time.
Right.
I got a Bible, and then I started going over these things with myself.
Right.
And then I didn't decide at that moment. I still praise to God, to
We will continue after the prayer.
inshallah.